Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sam. Today's video, I'm like vlogging and also thrifting. I have to go to a doctor's appointment. It's a new doctor. It's a consultation for GLP-1 injections, and trigger warning right away, I guess. If that bothers you, like talk about weight loss and things like that. So yeah, that's down in southern Maine, and so I'm gonna go to a couple of thrift stores to try to source for my shop. Jeez, I've got something clangling in the car. I gotta go source a little and then go to my appointment, and I will fill you guys in on what they talked to me about. So yeah, so this video is just starting off like with me rambling. Sorry about this, but anyway, I shared a reel and a TikTok today, like the same exact video, talking about how this morning I had an appointment with my doctor, and this is like my regular doctor. So I had an appointment just to telehealth to talk about going on GLP-1 injections or taking them or whatever, just to like see what she has to say and all that stuff. So she was so dismissive. I ended up like tearing up on the call, talking about my weight. I've been putting off like calling a doctor about it because I just have been nervous about like what they'll say. It's embarrassing to talk about like, hey, I can't lose weight on my own. I don't really know like what to do anymore. But so anyway, she was like, well, first we'll need, to do your blood draw, which I have scheduled for Friday. So I was like, yeah, that's for sure. That's what I was expecting her to say. But she was like, well, just so you know, if you're not diabetic, you're going to have to pay out of pocket. And do you have money to pay out of pocket? Like all like very, very short and like to the point, which I can appreciate that. But also I was like, she just wasn't talking to me with like care. You know what I'm saying? Which this is a very vulnerable topic, and so that's kind of what I was like hoping for, was like her to be kind to me. So I was like, okay. And then she was like, so what do you weigh right now? And then she was like, okay, so your BMI is blah blah blah. And then she was like, it's gone up since the last time you were here. Do you know why? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I've had a hysterectomy. I don't know. That's why I want to go on GLP-1. Like, I have been trying to lose weight my entire life, so that's why I'm calling you. And she asked me like what I eat, and she said, do you eat salad? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, do you have a salad every day? And I was like, no, because I don't eat the same thing every day. And what? Like, I just was so taken aback. I immediately just like barely responded to this woman. I just like stopped talking. And she was like, well, I tell all of my patients to eat a salad a day and then see how that does. I'm like, okay. And so anyway, so she was like, so, what is it that you think is like something that you like crave? Like, why can you, I don't know what, I forget how she worded it, but anyway. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't really like like what's your vice or something like that. And I was like, I don't know, like during the week leading up to my period, sometimes I like crave sweets. And she's like, okay, and what do you eat for sweets? And I was like, I don't know, right now I really like chocolate chips. And she was like, okay, well, don't eat chocolate chips. And I was like, okay. And she was like, have you ever tried intermittent fasting? And I was like, no. And then she was like, or keto, have you tried keto and cutting out carbs? And I was like, yeah, I've pretty much tried every single diet. And I was like, and anytime I was like, recently I lost weight, but I did like calorie counting, and it really like triggered me. And anytime I start to try to diet or like get in shape, it spirals and I start developing like disordered eating habits. And she just completely ignored me, that ignored that I said that, and she just like kept going on and on about like cutting out sugar and cutting out carbs. And she was like, she asked me if I exercise. And I was like, well, I'm not really like super active. That's the one thing I would say is like I should be more active. And she's like, so you're not working out every day? And I was like, no. I was like, a few days a week, like, but no, I'm not working out every day. And she's like, okay, well, you need to work out every day. You can't expect results if you're not working out every day. And I just was like, what? It felt like every toxic like story I've ever heard of, like someone talking to their doctor, like all rolled into one, because she just kept going. Like she was like, I've had patients who they spend a lot of money on a gym membership or like a dietitian or a diet plan, and that way it motivates them. She's like, clearly you're not motivated enough. And she said, it sounds like you're not very motivated and that you don't really want it. She said, you know what you need to do and you're not doing it. So what will motivate you? Meanwhile, I'm on 20 milligrams of Lexapro. So this woman knows that I have mental health problems. And I'm just like floored. Like, I was like, my lack of talking right now is not lack of motivation. Like, it's me clamming up because you are rude. So honestly, I just really couldn't even believe what she was saying. And then she said that, this is like one of the worst things. She said that it is the GLP-1 and whatever other diets and things like that. She was like, there's no magic pill. This is not like a magic shot. She was like, and a lot of patients that I know, the second they stop doing it, they just gain all the way back. They just go right back to being lazy. You'll go right back to being lazy. I'm like, okay. So now she called me lazy. So it was a hot mess. She did like tell me a name of a doctor who does GLP-1 like guided weight loss, and she's like a actual doctor and will like, you know, do monthly meetings with you and track your weight and all that stuff. So I ended up contacting that girl and I have a consultation today. So that's what I'm going to go do. But holy moly, this morning was so awful. Like I felt so down, so depressed, so upset, so like defeated and mentally drained from that conversation. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little thrift therapy, and then I'm gonna fill you guys in on what the doctor down there says. Jeez and crow. Okay, I didn't get any footage in there, but I found really good stuff. I just went into the Hollowell Antique Mall, you know, my favorite place. Okay, I found this wooden duck napkin holder. And then I got this. I don't know which college this is, but I grabbed it because I really liked the colors. Oops. And it's really well done. It's a watercolor. And it was only $1.25. So it's like, okay, I'll grab it and I'll research which college. Then I got this adorable cross-stitch sampler. I love the little shell. And then my favorite thing is this. Oops. My favorite gal, her booth, she had this cottage crewel and or embroidery actually. It's like a crewel and embroidery mixed, you know. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with this. So that was a really good little stop. All right, let's go to the next place. Okay guys, I'm on the way home, driving home now, and I am just so happy now. Like versus this morning, I was so depressed after talking to my doctor, and now I just feel like so happy, so hopeful, so excited. So anyway, as I went to, the doctor was so nice, and so was all the staff. They're putting me on Tirzepatide, whatever, however you say it. It has the least amount of side side effects, and it's supposed to work the best as of what's out right now that's available. So she put me on a very low dose, like I think the lowest dose you can do. And then next month, if all goes well, I like move up a dose. But they gave me my first dose today, like I already got it. And then I do my next one next week. And I did it myself, like she showed me how, so I did it, which is just wild. Like they're just like, you want to take this? Here you go. But anyway, so they did this like biometric weight like scale thing. So they did like this full body like panel of my body fat, my water percentage, weight, a whole bunch of different things. And then she came up with a plan for me, like how many calories I should eat, a big meal plan thing, like all sorts of examples of what I should be eating for each meal, how much of each thing, just like this whole extensive plan. And she gave me her email address, so if I have any questions, I can just reach right out to her. It was amazing in there, and I just feel so excited. Also, she was just telling me how much protein I should have. She said I should be eating like 130 milligrams of protein. You also need to take vitamin D supplements, she said. And then, what else was she telling me? I don't remember, but she said I should be feeling like the side effect, like not side effects, the effects of it tomorrow morning, like by the morning. So I'm just so excited about it. And yeah, I hope that you guys are interested in hearing about this whole journey, because I want to share about it, and I want to, hopefully the journey goes well. Hopefully I don't have bad side effects and it actually works, because I'm very excited. She seemed very hopeful. She said for my age, like she said I'm still young and I should have good metabolism, and if I follow the calories, also I'm on the meds, and I try to do some like light workout, I should be dropping like 10 pounds a month, which is like a healthy-ish amount, you know? But yeah, that's crazy. So I weigh 246, and if I were to lose around 10 pounds, like 8 to 10 pounds, that means like by the summer I could weigh 200 pounds, which is craziness, because I haven't been 200 pounds since I was like 23 years old, and I'm 38. So that's pretty crazy. It will like blow my mind. Honestly, I weigh less than I thought. I thought I weighed like 250 something. So 246. I was like, oh, I'm skinny. But I told her, you know, my goal is to get under 200. I have always thought like, oh, I'm just 200 pounds. Like that's just how I am. I'm just always going to be around 210, 220. This is the most I've ever weighed. Actually, no, I weighed like 260 something. That was the most I've ever weighed. But anyway, so I always thought like 210-ish was like my healthy, or like whatever. But that's still like a size, I think I was a size 14. And I would be beyond happy if I was under 200 pounds. I've literally not been under 200 pounds since I was like 19 years old. And I remember distinctly a doctor making me cry then, because she told me I was overweight. Can you even imagine what she'd say to me right now? Yeah. So, yeah. I'm just really excited about it. I'm hoping it goes well, and if you have taken GLP-1 medications and it's gone well for you, please don't comment horror stories or like medical advice. And I'm definitely not giving anyone medical advice. I'm just sharing my journey. But I have major health anxiety, so please don't scare me. If you've had a good experience, let me know. Or if you don't feel like sharing in the comments, just message me on Instagram. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.